Why is that your voice? We're
Why
supposed
is
to
my
be.
voice playing?
I don't know, but we're supposed to be live.
Because I didn't have Twitch.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. The dumpster fire starts early tonight.
Yeah. All right. Greetings and welcome to City of Destiny, a part of the Untold Stories Project. I am your host and game master, Aaron. This is our actual play of the Emerald City Knights adventure series for Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG, from Green Ronin Publishing. Mutants and Masterminds is a D20-based system which allows players and game masters to create stories featuring all of the greatest heroes of their imagination and also featuring the bisexual disasters who are on screen today. I happen to like Mutants and Masterminds for a number of reasons. It is flexible enough to handle most superheroic shenanigans, complex enough to handle most weird power situations, and simple enough to be easy to play. I also like it because it includes hero points. These allow the heroes to re-roll a die, take an extra action, recover from a dangerous condition, or use a power stunt to use their abilities in creative ways. Heroes each start with one of these hero points, and they can get additional points for good role-playing, funny jokes, clever decisions, from me using their weaknesses against them, and by your generosity. That's right. If you subscribe, renew a subscription, or donate bits to our stream, you will generate a hero point, which can be given to the player or game master of your choice. We are a small but growing streaming network, and all of those follows and subscriptions and the like help keep us visible and growing and pay our bills. Now let's meet our heroes for tonight, shall we? Say hello, heroes.
Hello,
Hello,
heroes.
heroes.
Hi.
Heroes, let's go ahead and have you introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, who you are playing, something interesting about them, and answer our question of the week, which is, what is something that your character is hilariously bad at? And I will kick it off directly over to the side with Alex.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alex, and as always, I will be playing the part of Ethan Blackwell, aka Crucible, aka the Holiday Inn sheet thread count reducer of magnetism. He is a ferrokinetic college student from Emerald City, majoring in science, hoping to switch to arts. And to answer the question of the day, well, the obvious answer is Ethan is very bad at staying conscious.
It's true.
It's just sort of a rolling narcoleptic in his own way. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with staying conscious is my answer. And I will pass it over to Professor Cephalopod, who's next to me.
Hi, I'm Wiki. I play Professor Cephalopod, who is a giant Pacific octopus in a mech suit. An interesting fact about him is that he's just been reunited with his dead wife, sort of. That's the thing. Something he is hilariously bad at. There's actually two things. The first thing is cooking. He can burn water, which doesn't make sense to him because, cooking is just science, right? It's just, ingredients put together in certain ways. Apparently that's not true. He's also bad at sharing, but not like sharing like physical things. He's bad at sharing internal stuff. So I'm sure his teammates have figured that out. And I will let's pass it down to said wife.
Oh,
I'm just going to interrupt for 1 second. Cooking is not science. Cooking is art. Baking is science.
yeah.
He's bad at that too.
All right, now we're going to give it back to Joe. Sorry.
My name is Joe. I am brand new to the stream, to this game, most definitely. And I am Dr. Carol Irons, PhD. And
if you tuned into the stream last night, you got the first little introduction of Carol coming on from spending 10 years in the netherworld, trying to interrupt Una's big plots on things. But now I've been kind of zapped into this reality, last haven of worlds, and decided to pop over to Emerald City and help out this ragtag team and an octopus claiming to be my dead husband. Something I am hilariously bad at. Driving. I don't care about vehicles. Someone else can take care of it. My mind keeps me too busy trying to do calculations and getting my ideas down. And that time in a vehicle, plane, boat, car, no, I can use that time to work on something. I don't want to drive. Don't make me drive. I have hit way too many fence posts. And I'm gonna pass it to Aunt Puppy.
That's me. So I'm Aunt Puppy. I play Keone. She's learning a lot about herself. She really is. Not the things she intended to learn about herself, but other things. Something she's hilariously bad at. Oh man, I could not come up with anything, but I feel like something that would seem to make opposite sense would be like she's bad at like starting a fire. Like she can't do anything that involves like heat. So anything that like, trying to start a fire, even at like light a match, like light a candle, like those kind of like anything that involves like fire is like her biggest weakness.
Portal can verify that if you've ever had issues with your significant other having cold feet, you've experienced nothing.
I feel like Keone is also bad at not stabbing things.
Yeah, I was gonna say restraint. Keone is bad
that's like a
hilariously bad at restraint.
Look, Alex in real life is bad with matches. Every time I strike the match, the fire scares me and I drop it.
All right.
And I will pass it to Brandon.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brandon. I play Portal, a young man with the gift to create portals, but not blessed with the ability to create original superhero names. I would say if there is one thing in particular that Portal is hilariously bad at, it would be sincere, unironic, emotional intimacy.
We knew that.
Seriously, hilarious, but okay.
Much to the chagrin of poor Tommy.
Oh, poor Tommy.
Yeah.
I hope Tommy's okay wherever he is. I hope he's having fun in the prison dimension.
In the prison dimension?
Maybe it's a nice prison dimension, like the one you guys went to last night.
Well, I mean, we were there, and as long as the werewolves aren't still there,
they're not. The werewolves and the vampires and the bird ladies came over here.
Yeah.
Well, it should be kind of boring. It might be kind of boring, but it should be.
I mean, it's full of mist that you can't see through, but
yeah.
So you get to bring your PlayStation? If Tommy got to bring his PlayStation, he's probably okay.
I think it says there's a whole lot in the way of electricity in the
and I was thinking out.
And I will send it back up to our wonderful GM.
Well, since he's absent, we'll just have to deal with me.
Boo.
When last we saw our heroes on this show, they had managed to find all of the artifacts that were associated with Lord Sanguine. Dr. Clock used them in a ritual which led the heroes to the vampire's lair. When they got to the vampire's tower, they saw Lord Sanguine in the midst of a ceremony involving the Fire of the Sun and Moon statue. And they saw the demigods Makame the Owl and Nimatu the Kestrel bound in chains. They went up, had a brief battle with Blackwing, and freed the demigods. And then they found out that that was precisely what Sanguine had been waiting for.
Our bad.
Because the demigods were part of the binding which kept Sanguine in place on Aveston. By freeing them, he could use the fire of the sun and moon to return to Earth Prime, which he did. A flash of light later, and the heroes found themselves back on Angel Island, watching as a now 200-foot tall Lord Sanguine made his way to the city. As he entered the city, his witch wings, wolfen, and vampires appeared around him. And the heroes realized that all of the people in Emerald City were gone. Dr. Clock quickly assessed the situation mystically and said, oops, explaining that Sanguine had banished all of the people of Emerald City back to Aveston and was feeding on their life force to bring his armies over here to Earth Prime. This made Dr. Clock realize that the weakness in his ritual was the fact that the guardians that bound Sanguine were all on the same side of the portal as Sanguine. So he said that if the heroes could get the fire of the sun and moon, he would be able to complete a new ritual using Makame and Namatu as the guardians on the Earth Prime side of the barrier, while he and his wife, Long Hunter, stayed in Aveston as the guardians on that side of the barrier. Simple, right?
Uh-huh.
All it would require would be getting the fire of the sun and moon back. And then the heroes would have to press it up against Lord Sanguine's flesh. Well, more specifically, Namatu and Makame would press it up against the vampire's flesh.
He's got a lot of flesh. He's like 200 feet tall. I think we can.
Right, no, I mean, he's an easy target.
Also,
you can find a lot of books with that.
There was a plan to build.
Well, I'm getting to that. So as Dr. Clock started the ritual, the avian warriors and the Hikawe, who also were returned to Earth, offered to go bring their people out of the Elysian forest to do battle with the vampires' armies. Our heroes were going to return to Emerald Tower, both so they could better get a scan of the city, see where, the statue was, and also so that they could talk about, or they could see how feasible it would be to build a giant mech suit to fight the kaiju vampire, and or attach him to a rocket to just shoot him off into space. So they were stepping through a portal to return to Emerald Tower, accompanied by the demigods, and then things got weird.
Yeah, they did.
Weird, you say.
If you tuned in yesterday, then you know that our heroes got whisked away from the issue they were dealing with surrounding the kaiju vampire, and they were taken into a trap/test set up by Safunador. While there, they re-teamed up with the Freedom League Dark, managed to help free Seven from being merged with the goddess, and then in the aftermath of that, while the Freedom League Dark goes and prepares to deal with Una, Seven sent the Stormbreakers back to whatever they were dealing with. Along the way, they were joined by Max Mars, who had pulled the commander's suit out of retirement, and by the Carol Irons of a different universe, who is now being played by Joe. That won't be at all awkward for our heroes to deal with.
Nope, it's fine.
I'm gonna have a great time.
This is
It's not
fine.
my problem.
I still have no idea.
Yep.
Keep flirting with my wife. See how that ends for you.
I'm just glad the octopus's wife is age appropriate.
So we catch back up with our heroes as the Stormbreakers, Makame, Namatu, and Dr. Carol Irons, PhD, step back through a portal into the lobby of the Emerald Tower. Although the building hums with electricity and Roberta smiles at the heroes and their guests as they enter, even from within the walls of this tower, you can hear how quiet the city is, deprived of its millions of residents. Heroes, what do you want to do?
Cry.
Crying is a free action.
I don't know if you guys think we have time, but I could really use a nap for an hour.
Well,
Actually had a
and I look
shower
out
in
the, I
like
look out the
10
window to
years.
see what the 200-foot tall vampire is doing.
Okay. There's that.
So looking out the window, and hooked into all of the video feeds that you guys have access to, the 200-foot tall vampire has currently made his way over towards Yellow Brick Row, over to Royal Heights, and is sitting on the Crown Tower Hotel like it is a giant throne.
I'd say we got an hour.
People need to leave Yellow Brick Row alone.
I'd say we got an hour.
They do, his minions are kind of still doing the same celebration that they were doing back in Avestan, dancing around him and flying overhead. There is a large black bird sitting on his shoulder.
Cool. I'm sure that's fine. That's probably his girlfriend. We're good.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
her
that's
name
that
is
witch
Blackbird.
lady.
So
I'm going to take a moment to stare at Carol, and then I'm going to go deal with making sure that first stop is to make sure that the tower security is active and doing what it's supposed to do, and maybe turning the dial from 5 to 10.
it is.
Okay. And then I'm going to head to my lab to start working on that whole giant mech suit situation.
Aaron,
Yes.
Portal has a very important question for the GM.
I have a very important answer.
Is the vampire attractive?
Oh God.
We know his girlfriend is.
I mean, he's a...
I'm gonna go with no.
If you have a vor fetish, maybe.
I mean, but is this like Nosferatu, or is this like Dracula? What kind of vampire are we dealing with?
Hold on one moment.
I hope it's Gary Oldman with the boob hair on his head.
The boob hair.
It is not.
Is he Orlok or is he Lestat?
Oh, imagine if he was a 200-foot tall Tom Cruise.
Oh God, no.
Oh.
Oh, why would
Imagine
you?
if he was 200-foot tall Brad Pitt.
Can you all see this?
Yes.
I could if I was
mean,
on the correct page.
We could be.
Cliche
So he's a
long-
200-foot Christopher Lee.
He looks like
Yeah.
Ethan's dad.
Okay, kill it now.
So we could. I could try to seduce the vampire.
No.
No.
So Makame is going to say we should act with haste. Again, Makame is speaking in Hikawe, which none of you understand, but at the same time, the meaning is coming through to you, which is kind of annoying. Like, that you're hearing something different than you're understanding.
Yes, but it will help me learn the language, so.
It will.
Unlike the dub version of Hikawa.
But yes, he says the children of the sky are assembling their forces. As soon as they arrive, we should commence our attack on and try to complete this ritual. I fear that the longer we are present, the more likely our parents will come to try to intervene, and that will make them vulnerable to the blood drinker.
That's
So we
point.
won't have an hour. All right.
Aaron, can I spend a hero point to go over to Roberta and take out an epinephrine pen?
Oh. That's a choice.
Nice little shot of adrenaline.
Why?
So I can heal my exhausted. I want a power stunt with Roberta.
You spent the entirety of of
Of the crossover
tonight's
unconscious.
adventure unconscious, I'm inclined to say that you've recovered your exhausted condition.
Okay, I just didn't want to go into battle with the 200-foot tall vampire with a -2 on all my rolls.
That's fair. No, I'm inclined to say that all the time that you spent being asleep while the rest of us were fighting the sandstone and the sand suns, you're fine. You rested.
I feel great, guys.
So the first order of business then would be we got to find that statue.
Indeed.
Does anybody have anything? Professor C, do you have any sensors that could help us locate any energy signature it might have?
The tower is already running scans, but I believe our best bet at finding the statue is Crucible's power. He's already had experience with the statue, so
Anyone who is still looking over to the vampire or using sensors to look over to the vampire may give me either a perception or, in the case of, those using sensors, technology.
Can I do
Yeah.
insight? Or
Hey, I
just
got 21.
perception?
Naren, if it matters, I did put extended on my magnetic sense.
It will help.
two things.
Uh-huh.
Joe's rolls are public, and
Right.
I rolled a 33 on technology.
Okay.
But is my role not supposed to be public? Do I need to turn that off?
So it was public over on last night's show because that's how Alex runs things. I like to run it private because that way I actually get you guys to tell me your numbers without the rest of the table reacting to them first.
Okay.
So yes, if you can turn back, click the little GM roll button.
Yep. Fixed. My bad.
Oh no, not your bad at all. So in fact, the statue is sitting on the it's on the hotel.
Well, that makes
How
things
big is it?
easier and more difficult.
How big is it?
Currently about 15 feet in size.
Because we need to get the statue to Dr.
How far
Clock,
away is it?
correct? Is that the way we understand it?
No, Makame and Namatu have to take the statue and hold it against Lord Sanguine's flesh.
Hey guys, do we want the statue here?
I don't believe we need it here.
Okay.
Where are Dr. Clock and Long Hunter?
They're still on Angel Island,
Um,
already starting the ritual.
Okay, so we need someone on Angel Island who can communicate with us to let us know what's going on with the ritual.
All right, I'm here.
Makame just kind of says, I think it may already be beginning. And he points to the statue, which is starting to glow.
Okay. Because do we know how, like, at what point we need to get the statue pressed against him? Do we know, like, how long that has to be pressed against him? Like, do we know the details of how that has to happen?
Hey,
Does he know that the statue is a bad thing for him to be around?
I mean, I'm going to go with not yet, since it's
Let's
right
find
there.
Professor
I do.
C, do you have an extra comm?
I mean, I can put one together.
Could you go ahead and do that, and then I can just give one to.
I mean, you're in Emerald Tower. There's comms available.
So I'll grab one and I'll give it to the doc.
Okay.
Do you mean Carol or do you mean Doc Clock?
Dot clock.
Okay. Well, we'll also give Carol one because she's going to need one too.
Makame is at this point fidgeting, saying, we really do need to do this quickly. If it's already glowing, I'm sure the ritual is starting.
Well, we've got everybody in communication, and we can get something started then. So how do we want to go about this?
Is the
Aaron,
one
does he seem just like generally nervous, or is there something else going on?
Does Makame seem generally nervous?
Yeah,
Give me
is
an
this
insight
just
check.
like nerves, or
also
he seems
is
ready to jump the gun on this fight?
Makame the Kestrel or the okay? Because if it was the Kestrel, I'd be like, yeah, you just want to fight something.
Exactly.
I got an 18, Aaron.
I got
To
a
insight
21.
the elder owl god.
I got a 21 for insight check as well.
Okay. So the read that you get on Makame is that he is scared. He is scared the longer this goes on, the more disastrous it could end up being. He is very, very nervous, and you really do think it's because of Sanguine's plan to feed on his parents.
Okay.
Welcome
that
to
would be
our
bad.
world.
Hey, the vampire can feed on my parents if he wants. I mean, one of my parents.
So how do we want to do this?
Well, clearly there is no time for our. I'm very upset about the fact that I'm not going to get to build a mech suit out of a aircraft carrier, but
So, do we know what his weaknesses are or anything? I mean, besides the scary statue that's beginning to glow.
I mean, I think from what I understand, what we really got to do is just get our
Punch him with a
bird.
whole bunch of garlic?
Well, I think we got to distract him while our bird friends.
we have to stay alive long enough that our bird friends can do
Complete
what
the
they have
ritual.
to do.
Well, Kestrel will say, well, perhaps the best thing would be for you to, yes, engage with his armies and with Blackbird. She's dangerous, and keep them from between us and stop them from getting between us and the vampire. And my brother and I will do what needs to be done.
You got it, dude.
All right. Are we ready?
Let's.
Someone need to stay back and protect the brothers,
And they'll be
or
okay.
should we just all?
They can handle themselves. They
Okay,
are
big God.
they are gods. So
Professor, I just want you to know there's a good chance there's going to be some pretty catastrophic public damage during this fight.
yeah, I'm aware.
Okay, I mean on my behalf.
If
but
you need to hit him with a building, please do so.
that's my version of can I stab him?
Yeah,
yes.
Ethan just got a half shove at that, throwing a building at someone.
So
Man of Steel, and here we come.
our
Makame
flyers.
points, and you can see a flock of creatures in the sky.
Mhm.
The children of the sun of the sky are here. We should act now while they make an assault on the vampire's forces.
Mhm.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Serious.
Right.
We
I
should
open a portal.
head for Blackbird. She's the most dangerous.
That's the thing on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
We
actually going to open a couple of portals. One portal is going to be that's going to be for the bird gods, is going to be next to the statue, but I want to try and place it so that it will be out of view of so it's going to be kind of reversed so that Lord Sanguine can't actually see it, and kind of hopefully they can get out and duck down and not be seen. And then the other one is going to A bird's on the shoulder.
Mind you, I'll point out that if there's something that looks like a bird on his shoulder, that means it is, at least the size of any of you.
Yeah. It's like a bus-sized bird. It's fine.
So I'm going to go ahead and put us on the opposite side of the top of the building.
Oh man, like can't I
Basically
just
behind
come
her.
straight out and slug her.
Well, it's just kind of like, look at us. We're a distraction.
Okay.
Well,
So
I
you
mean, I
open
think behind her, and I could throw Carol at her. That would be distracting.
We can do that.
Okay. So you open your portals.
I don't like the way he
Makame
said that.
Makame turns to look at you and says, "You are brave warriors and true. It has been an honor to fight by you, but now we must act with haste before my parents arrive."
Before my parents get home.
Yeah.
Namatu nods sagely, puts an arm around his brother, and says, "Yes, our parents will be here soon. Just in time for Sanguine to feed." And before you can all react, you're all going to get a hero point for this.
Yep.
The Kestrel rips his brother's stomach wide open.
Oh.
And flies through the still open portal, screaming, "They're coming, beloved Blackbird. They try to put our Lord back in his tomb."
I knew I didn't trust that fucking Kestrel. I swear to
wondered why
God.
I wondered why he was so quiet.
You guys always make fun of me whenever I get upset and I'm untrusting of people, and y'all just trusted these two people.
I'm new to the situation. That was weird even for me.
So let me go ahead and move you guys to the map.
I'm not religious, but I try to assume positive intent from deities. Maybe I'm just
No.
Oh wow.
That's
nice.
not. That's. Do you not?
Terrible,
Do you not read?
Vast majority are not. No.
Thor's a good guy.
No.
At least
He's
in the
kind of
comic
big.
books.
No. No. No.
That brings me to a fun segue. I'm currently reading Zeus Grant's Stupid Wishes, a no bullshit guide to mythology.
All right.
Don't trust the old ones, everybody. They suck.
One more second for me to finish setting up my map, because it is impossible for me to ever preset a map with you guys because, well, you never do.
Because we're us.
Because you're you. That's interesting.
I don't like that.
All right. No, come back. All right. Let me move you onto the Roll20 map. You're all currently hovering up in the top right corner or top left corner. That's because I don't know exactly where Portal is still going to have portals, but
oh boy. So
we'll figure that out from there.
That right there, that's the statue, right?
That is the statue.
So there is a portal there. Is this Kestrel?
Yep.
And this is Raven?
Blackbird, you mean? Yes.
Blackbird, okay. Yep, there would be one there. And I was going to open another one. Well, no, actually, that's probably with that setup. Yep, that's where our portals would be.
Okay. So how about you guys roll for initiative?
I clicked my token 8 times.
The one on this map?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just did it 2 more times just to be safe.
Ooh, I got a 23.
Oh, wow. I got a 14. I rolled a 1.
I got a rock. I got a 7.
All right, hold on a second. Let me roll for my minions. Minions, he says, as if anyone in this fight is a
It
minion.
still says I didn't select my token.
I see that.
I literally clicked on it like 6 times.
Were you still I mean, was it still selected?
Yes.
Accidentally
Are you
click
using
on
the
something
arrow
else.
instead of
Oh
the
my
hand?
God.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hate it here.
All right. So Portal, Dr. Irons, Crucible.
I got a 14. So I'm back of the line.
Professor Cephalopod, and yeah, we just need to manually add Keone.
Stupid thing.
How do you really feel?
She's fine.
All right. So descending. All right. So at the very top of the round, Lord Sanguine does nothing. He doesn't even seem to be noticing any of this. His eyes are fixed over looking in the direction of the Atlas Mountains. Kestrel flies through the portal next to the statue, and then says, "To me, my love, we will protect the statue, and I shall protect you." And then he readies an action. Portal.
I am going to, let's see here. I'm going to shout out, I don't know. I need a catchphrase. Stormbreakers, go!
That's terrible. We'll work on that.
Yeah. But even with it being terrible, I'm going to spend a hero point to inspire all of you, so you all have +5 on for the next round. I am going to create a portal underneath the statue that is going to open up right next to me, because currently I'm in the building.
Right.
So that it will fall down and go into the building.
Our building?
Our building.
Okay.
That you just set the defenses to 10. I will close this portal. And walk through the other portal. And action, move, and yep, that's my turn. Oh, I will also over the mic say, hey, Doc, did you get that?
Maybe we could call him Clock. I believe he's
Talking to
Did you hear that? We got an issue. Kestrel turned on us.
I believe he's talking to Doc Clock.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's my turn.
I I don't have him on the initiative tracker, but the owl, who is, clearly dying, looks up to the heroes and looks like he is trying to say something. Keone, what would you like to do?
Oh wow, I didn't realize like it was gonna be my turn that fast.
Yeah. Nobody rolled great for initiative.
Hey, I did.
Yes, Portal did.
I got a rock.
I want to stab something.
Well,
Am
there's a
there's-
woman and a demigod.
There's a kestrel right there now, apparently.
I'm going to attack the demigod. I'm gonna move over there, and then I'm going to attack the demigod. So, oh my god. I'm gonna go like right there.
Isn't the demigod with us right now?
Is that no? Isn't that the one that just betrayed us?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you just
Ow.
moved the statue.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Okay,
just
okay.
moved the statue. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like,
Yeah, no, the statue is back at Emerald Tower, but Kestrel is still on the rooftop.
Technically, Keone and I are the only ones not in the tower right now. The rest of you are still technically in the tower.
Yep. Keone, as soon as you fly through the portal,
fuck.
and move over towards Kestrel is going to take his held action,
Oh, son of a bitch.
and he shrieks at you. I am going to need a will save.
Damn it. That is a 19.
Okay. 19, you are dazed as the screeching of a demigod pierces into your ears and knocks you slightly for a loop.
Well, that's obnoxious.
It is.
Note to self, earplugs next time.
He's obnoxious. So.
All right. Well, I'm going to attempt to just stab the F out of him.
Well, you're dazed, actually, so you're going to have to heroic surge if you want to do that.
I just really want to stab something.
Then
I would
stab
spend a hero
something.
point to do it. I would do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
You got
it.
2 hero
This-
points.
We have the inspire bonus this round too, so it,
That is true. Oh, were you including the inspire bonus in your will save?
I was not.
Oh, then you're fine.
Oh, give me back my hero point then.
Definitely stab him.
Or take
Give it back.
right click on it and say take card.
Take card. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna stab the shit out of him.
Okay.
Don't scream at me. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Like, what the shit, dude? Like, it wasn't even in tune. All right, Ice Blast. I'm going to roll that again because that was an 18.
Are you ice blasting or are you hitting with the sword?
I'm Ice Blasting him.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like if I get too close, he's going to claw me. And I don't want to be clawed.
Well, that's a reasonable assumption, yes.
It is.
So I'm using a hero point because I'm going to go again. Because I have a feeling 18 is not going to hit a demigod.
Did you add the +5?
I did not.
So you got a
So
23. How do you
23.
feel about the 23?
I mean, I felt good.
Until you
but-
asked that question.
Yeah, until you asked it in that manner. Now I feel less good.
You could totally be asking in that manner to make you feel less good.
I
I
know.
don't
Now I'm
think
like,
it's
shit.
gonna
Do I?
A 23 will hit Kestrel.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna use it.
Okay. So he will make a toughness save.
So on his Excuse me. On his toughness save, does he have to get 28 plus 5?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the +5 is for your rolls. It is not for all of your DCs.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Your ice. Well, that is going to be a bruise and a daze. Tell me what happens.
So after I tell him that he needs to get singing lessons, because that was definitely not in tune, I produce 2 giant ice, oh my God, what are those things called?
Spears.
Javelins,
Oh, javelins.
and just chuck them at him.
Okay.
Straight into, well, I would assume is where his heart is. I don't know if they have hearts, but it's where I'm aiming.
Well, I mean, you only got a daze, so it hit him in the chest and it punctures, but
Yeah. Yeah, I was aiming for his heart.
okay.
You want to spend a hero point and go again?
Are you telling me that because you're going to let me stab him again?
I mean, spending a hero point will let you stab him again.
Do it.
I stab?
True, it will.
Do
Okay, I'll
it.
do it again.
You,
All right.
you know you want to.
So now I think I'm going to use my ice sword.
Okay.
I swear to God, if this is a terrible roll. 22 plus 5, 27.
That will hit his parry. He will make another toughness save. DC 28. That is a 27, so he'll take another bruise, but he was already dazed, so.
Front up front.
You rung his bell.
You did ring his bell. I mean, you've hit him twice, and
You've also made yourself a target.
you sure have. Professor C.
Good thing I'm wearing a skimpy uniform.
All right. Well, since Carol follows right behind me, and this was the original plan, I'm going to pick her up and throw her at Blackbird.
Yes, let's do this.
Okay. Go for it.
Do you need a roll or anything, or just
I
happen
do.
to
I'm
go-
just waiting for my character sheet to
Oh, okay.
respond.
To cooperate.
Because I'm a willing participant to this insanity, does she get a bonus? Or Professor C get a bonus?
No.
It is a 28.
A 28 will hit Blackbird. I will.
Sounds like a team attack, personally.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like a team attack to me. So, a 23 will hit by 4. So, Dr. Irons, you may have a +2 to either your attack or to your damage for being thrown at Blackbird.
I'll take the +2 to damage.
That seems reasonable.
This is the spouse ball special.
That's right.
This is the spouse ball stuff.
I know we want to resolve that before anything else, but I am going to spend I'm going to move and spend a hero point to take a second action, just so we
Okay.
don't
Well,
jump.
Okay. Go ahead and do that. We'll resolve the hit on Dr. Iron's turn.
Okay,
By the way, the throw wiki, did you add the +5?
I did. If I can I have my, okay. Okay, so I will move through that portal. I swear to God, Roll20 hates me. There we go. All right. And I know that I know that Portal wanted the statue in the tower to protect it, but I have other plans. So I'm going to pick up on my way through the portal, I'm going to pick it up in one of my tentacles. And when I get within 30 feet of Kestrel, I'm going to attempt to, first I'm going to hit him because I can then attempt to grab him.
Correct. All right. One moment. Let me put the statue back on the map.
We could just put one of the little dots or something on me to know that I have it at the moment.
I've got it.
Okay.
It's there. All right. So now you're attacking Kestrel?
That is correct.
All right.
The suspense, it's killing me. Fuck nuggets. That is a 19.
A 19 will not hit the demigod.
Yeah, I didn't think
Did
so.
you add your +5?
Yeah, I
Is
did.
that with the +5?
Yes.
Oh, yikes.
I will go ahead and spend my other hero point then,
Okay.
because damn it. Come on. Can I have my, nope, okay. I believe that is a 22. Oh, that's a 15. 16, 17, 19, 20,
27.
yeah. Plus
Yeah.
5, so is that right?
Yes. So that's a whole lot of what, 32?
Yeah.
Okay.
Math.
Yeah. So, and you have a multi-attack on those tentacles, don't
I
you?
do.
Great. So that's a DC 26 for his toughness save. I don't love that. Although I rolled a 25. So
Cool, but that's another bruise, right?
it is. You're whittling him down.
Yep. And I will attempt to grab him.
Okay. Make your grapple.
I'm trying. That is a 33.
That will successfully grapple him. He must resist against a DC of 24.
Mm-hmm.
I like how the octopus just makes very angry hugs. It's just like constantly very angry hugs.
That is a natural
composed of-
20 on his strength check for
Oh.
a 30.
Fuck him.
Peter offered.
That's not abnormal.
Where
No,
is Owl?
Still inside the
Dying.
tower,
Dying.
dying.
Oh, I thought that Kestrel took him with him.
Nope.
Oh,
He
I've
ripped
got
out his
plans for
stomach
Alan,
and
my
left
turn.
him dying on the floor. We were all like, "Okay, deuces. We're gonna leave you here to die."
I have no medical knowledge.
well, that
Ethan
was
has
just
a
me
plan.
misunderstanding. So
Oh.
All right. So Dr. Irons, you've been thrown through a portal by a octopus who speaks with your dead husband's voice.
it's fine.
Lot to take in.
It's fine.
Yeah. You have a +2 to your damage, assuming you successfully hit Blackbird.
So I Blackboard's around my size, right? Human size, at least,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So I guess I'm gonna try to tackle her from the air and just like whenever I land, like I'm landing on her kind of thing on the rooftop.
Are you trying to damage or grab her?
I am trying to grab her with the intent of damage because you are my landing pad.
Okay, so I'll say that if you hit and do damage, you will knock her to the ground with you, but you will not still have her grappled after you hit the ground.
Fair.
Okay.
So
Make an unarmed attack.
okay. 24, I believe.
A 24 will hit the Blackbird.
Oh.
As I threw her through the portal, she will hear through her earpiece, "Watch the wand."
You rolled the skill, not your unarmed attack, didn't you?
Oh, shoot.
And it's fine. Just tell me what the DC is for your unarmed attack.
29?
That sounds right. So 31 because of the team attack.
Yes.
I can't make that toughness save.
Oops, sorry.
Not sorry.
Oh,
Sucks to be you, witchy bitchy.
I just realized I also have been putting wounds on the wrong person. I've been putting the wounds on Blackbird, not Kestrel. All right. That is a 24, so a bruise and a daze. Ow.
Oh, I also have move by attack, so once I tried to grab him and failed, I would have backed up because that's not good.
Sure.
Why? That's not backing up. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, okay. So then I'm going to say that Blackbird and Dr. Irons tumble to the ground on that part of the roof. Numatu is flying. I assume Keone is also flying. Correct?
That is
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
that is a good assumption because I think she'd have to be.
Yeah.
By the way, can we talk about how those brothers were chained together next to each other for 7 years, and somehow one brother never figured out that the other one had turned?
Well,
Owls,
We need
notoriously
to
unwise
talk.
creatures.
We need to talk about
I
owls.
no, I actually have a question about that. That I'll save for the next one.
Okay. Say you're making the assumption that they were chained together for 7 years.
Mm-hmm. We're also making the assumption that his mind is strong enough to resist whatever the hell Blackbird did to Keone.
Oh yeah, Dr. Irons, the witch can mind control you.
It's funny you should mention
That
that.
was important to know.
Don't make eye contact. I assume. I don't know how it works.
It's
I-
funny you should mention that
Face into the ground.
because rolling to her side away from you on the roof, Blackbird points a hazel wand at you.
I said, watch
And
the
Dr.
wand.
Dr. Irons, I need you to make me a will save.
Okay.
I cannot wait to get my Magneto helmet between adventures.
27?
27's good.
You did not
Damn.
give in to her attractiveness as well as I did.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
No, you're fine.
Was that 27 with the +5?
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is. Although the 22 would have been enough to only be entranced, not actually mind controlled.
I don't like how high that is.
Right?
I don't
Fine.
not at all like how high that is. Take
Yeah.
her down.
Yeah, it sucked.
And I'm going to give Dr. Irons a hero point because
Nope.
because Blackbird is going to heroic surge
Gosh.
since she's dazed. And she does not want to be next to the super strong woman.
I don't know why.
Where are you on my list? There you are. So she is going to take to the air because she doesn't know that you can jump well out there and that she's not actually out of your range there.
Keep
Yeah,
forgetting
she's-
about the portal boy, and I'm just like, I can get over there. It's fine. Let me just open a window. Wait, nope, that's a portal. Oh, I got tossed through it. Okay.
You can jump farther than Portal can open portals.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yep.
Yes, although if she's jumping the full 4 miles, it takes her 4 rounds to get there.
It
Yeah.
takes me a little while to fall through the air, essentially.
Yes, basically.
She doesn't fly, but she falls with style.
But I can get up to maximum height pretty fast. It's the terminal velocity kind of slows me down.
Yes.
It's not the fall that kills you, it's the sudden stop at the end.
Yeah.
Crucible, you're still in the tower with a dying demigod.
I sure am. Do we only have one Roberta, or are there multiple Robertas?
There is only one Roberta. There,
Okay.
you know, there is more than one Roberta because when Roberta was destroyed, there was another Roberta there, like within an hour. But there is only one Roberta in the tower that you are aware of.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to concentrate with my precise move object, and I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of cooking pans and cookie sheets and all sorts of metal stuff to build an ad hoc gurney for the owl. I'm going to scoop him up, and we're going to race down to the infirmary together. And I'm going to bring Roberta with me with my ferrokinesis.
Woo!
Okay, so Crucible, Roberta, and the dying Makame are rushing off to the infirmary.
And since I can move a couple hundred, or like how far do I move? Like thousands of feet in a round.
Right.
I'm going to, if I have to, I'll spend a hero point for. Actually, I am going to spend a hero point for beginner's luck to get an additional 5 ranks in my treatment. And I would like to stabilize his dying condition with any of the available stuff in the infirmary.
Okay. Okay. I like it. Give me your treatment roll.
So that's the hero point for beginner's luck. And then that gives me a total of I've got a +4 regularly, +9. And how much is your inspire bonus?
5.
5. So +14 instead of +4. So add 10 to this.
Okay.
Or I can put it in manually. That's ghastly. I would like to spend a hero point to reroll.
I mean, a stabilize is only a DC 15.
Okay, well then I will stabilize him and say, Roberta, you're in charge.
Make him better.
Okay.
The broken owl.
As you are flying away from, after you stabilize him, the owl kind of gasps up at you and says, any two can be guardians, not just my brother and I. Volunteer. They must hold the artifact against the monster.
Already
Okay.
on it.
Okay. Cool. I guess I'll be the guardian. You stay in the back of the tank, and I'll fly away.
You stay in the back to tank? He doesn't know what that means.
I'm sure that doesn't even
Yeah, that reference is totally lost on me.
But I think Ethan, the fact that the reference was lost on
Ethan, yeah.
Stay here with the robot.
No.
Roberta, you're in charge.
Ethan definitely said stay in the back to tank.
And I will fly to go and rejoin the team after stopping to heal him up.
Are these, quick question, because my brain is fuzzy right now. The two with the statue are the two who will stay in this reality, or the two who will go into the other reality?
They will stay
Who will
here.
stay in this reality.
Okay.
One's in the other reality will be Dr. Clock and Long Hunter. I mean, they're already 200 years out of sequence. They're not really itching to come back to
To come back
Earthline.
to whatever this nonsense is.
they're happy to spend the rest of their lives in Avestan because they have each other and there are people there. And all right, new round. Lord Sanguine is going to continue to gaze off stoically.
He's still bored.
And any of you who are looking at him might, however, notice a smile begin to break across his giant features, his canines being revealed as he does so.
Yep.
I look at the direction he's looking for, mom and dad.
So, looking in the direction he's looking for, yes, you can see that he is looking at the peaks of the Atlas Mountains, which are now rumbling, almost as if they're trying to stand. And a water spout is rising up out of the Albion River into a feminine form.
Nope.
This ain't good. That's not me moving the mountain this time, guys.
Kestrel is up. He's dazed, so he can't move. He can, however, screech again.
Bop him in the face, Keone. Bop him in the face.
He is going to screech
stabby.
at... Actually, no. He's going to screech at Dr. Irons.
You punched his girlfriend.
You punched his girlfriend.
Or someone who thinks that they're his girlfriend.
Well, he thinks that she's his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Irons, I need you to give me a will save.
You still have a +5.
20.
That's with your +5?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Okay, Dr. Irons, you are dazed from the screech. This means that next round you can either take a move action or a standard action, but not both unless you feel like spending a hero point.
Am I still dazed? Well, I wasn't dazed, right?
You were not dazed
Okay.
because of your +5.
Right.
So after he screeches, he will just continue to hover in the air, flexing his talons menacingly. Portal.
All right.
Your inspiration has worn off.
Yes. Let's see here. Sorry, give me just 1 second reading up on something. Micro advantage. Inspiration. Instant counter recover. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's that. Okay. I am going to first I'm going to say out well, did we all hear it can be any 2 volunteers? Did I get that information? Because Ethan was right there with the owl.
Ethan had taken Owl into the infirmary, so I'm going to leave that up to Ethan whether or not he would have had the comms open.
Ethan. Aaron, I'm willing to accept a hero point to not have my comms open.
Rude.
Because I am forgetful.
Thanks. GM, I would request that Ethan's hero point be given to me instead, because I'm the one who gets the complication. No. Let's see here. I guess then. Let's see here. Crap.
Crapping your pants is also a free action.
Yes.
Flinging said poo, however, is not.
Yeah. They're still the gods are still arising, correct?
Yes, it looks like it. They are waking up after centuries long slumber.
Okay. Then in that case, I will just do my whole redirecting warp preparation.
Good plan. All right, Kione.
That's me.
Sure is.
Well, I'm going to go after the celestial thing, whatever. The jackass. I'm going to go after him again.
Okay,
And I'm going to try stabbing him again.
go for it.
That would be a 29.
That would be a natural 20, so a critical hit.
I feel like if he wasn't all evil, you guys should date.
Yeah, I know. I was really feeling him with the attack first and ask questions later.
Yeah.
I was really feeling
He's
it.
not that cute. I don't think that's a good
I
idea.
mean, you would. It would be an absolute trash fire, but
Oh yes. It would
Yeah.
be like Harley Quinn and the Joker only attempting to do good things. Like not doing bad things that sometimes they do good things. Like it would just be straight trying to do good things that never worked out.
All right, so because of your critical hit, the DC becomes 33. I got a natural 20 on his toughness save,
Mother fuck.
which gives him a 27. So he still takes another bruise on a daze.
I had a cool thing in my head I was gonna do, and now I don't get to do it.
I mean, he still you dazed him again and gave him another bruise, and
So-
that was with him getting a natural 20.
a
He's still
critical
in the air.
adds to the DC. Is that how criticals work?
Yes, a critical adds 5 to the DC.
Okay.
Um,
Can I attack him again since I didn't move?
if you want to spend a hero point, sure.
Can I? What does Ethan always do? He always goes exhausted. How do I do that?
Oh yeah, you can just be fatigued and keep your hero point.
Yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna try and attack him
Okay.
again.
Knock him to the ground. Send him my way.
Yeah, Ethan goes exhausted because he's got
None of
extraordinary
my
effort.
powers allow me to hit people. All my powers are stabby powers.
That's
I
only
will-
because you make them stabby.
So
Because I did do fists of ice one time.
all right, so alternately, if you wanted to knock him to the ground,
Mhm.
rather than use the critical to add 5 to your damage, I would let you use it to say that it knocks him down to the ground. That will mean he isn't dazed, but he will still have taken the bruise.
Okay, then do that.
Okay.
But I still want to go exhausted or whatever, fatigued.
Okay.
To attack him again.
All right, so your first blow manages to send him down to the ground. And now you are using extra effort, making yourself fatigued to attack a second time. Go for it.
Correct. All right, let me mark myself as. Wait, do I mark myself as fatigued before or after I do it?
In the case of fatigued, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't
matter.
give you-
Okay.
it only
Okay.
reduces your movement speed. It doesn't affect your
Okay.
roll.
So I'm going to stab him again. And that would be a 20.
A 20 will not hit.
Fuck. Can I go double fatigued and do it again?
No, you can only use heroic effort once per turn.
Can I just keep going fatigued?
No.
That's how I knock myself out. But I have a special advantage that lets me do it twice.
No.
Right. And even still, you still couldn't use it for 2 extra actions. You can use it for 2 effects of.
Okay.
All right. Do you wish to move, Kione?
No.
Okay. Professor C.
Aaron, you can stack 2 of the same type of benefit with extraordinary effort.
Really? I thought you could only do 1.
Nope, it says you gain 2 of the listed benefits, even stacking 2 of the same type of benefit. However, you also double the cost of the effort.
Okay, I stand corrected.
All right.
Wait, so does that mean I can stab him again?
No, you don't
No,
have
no.
that.
Ethan.
Damn
can.
it! Stop getting my hopes up.
But that's why Ethan blows his load and dies all the time.
Okay. The first thing that Seth's gonna do is turn Ethan's comms on.
Wait a minute. The professor has the ability to do that remotely?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That totally tracks.
Yeah,
I
he does. He can turn your shit
Never
off
wearing
and
this in my
on.
bedroom again.
That was established many moons ago.
Yes, it was.
Ethan was probably passed out when it was said.
Actually, he was, because so I'm going to turn Ethan's comms on and say, Crucible, where are you?
Professor, I was getting the owl down to the infirmary. He's going to be okay. I think I left him with Roberta in the back to tank. He says that any two people can be the people who can shove the statue up on the vampire and become the guardians of this dimension. I don't know. It was a little weird and hard to understand.
Okay, we need you get out here.
I'm on my way.
I will look at Portal because he's right next to me. And I will shake the statue at him. And assuming he'll let me, I'm going to grab him and fly at the vampire.
I will let him.
Okay. So you grab Portal. You're already holding the statue, and you fly to the vampire.
That is correct.
Okay.
I assume that's all I can do this turn because that sounds like.
Yep, because grabbing him would be a standard, and then
Yeah.
And you're tapped.
Yep. And I will fly around the back of him.
Okay.
To make us harder to see.
Like that?
Yep, looks good.
All right.
As behind him as can be.
Yeah. Sort of a zigzag pattern, you know.
Yeah, never run in a straight line.
Never run in a
Always
straight
zigzag.
line.
Dr. Irons.
Can I do a ground strike as a standard action?
You can.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Because it affects everything within 30 feet on the same surface as me. So that's gonna get Kestrel.
Sure is. Oh, you know what? I just realized I shouldn't have even bothered. Oh no, it's only magic damage you're immune to, not mind control. Sorry. So my Kestrel has to make a fortitude save to avoid getting horrible things happening to him.
Yes.
That is a 31 on his fortitude save.
I know, rude, right?
So Dr. Irons punches the roof of the building, sending shock waves across, but the demigod is neither knocked on his butt or stunned by the shockwave.
Rude AF.
You do have 3 hero points. Just as an FYI.
I mean, all I can think of is re-rolling that kind of shite roll, but or
Well,
is there
you
something
didn't
else I
need
can?
to. I can say you didn't need to roll. It automatically does a roll because roll 20 is dumb. But because an area effect automatically hits anyone in the area.
Yeah. Okay.
So a hero point wouldn't help in this case because you can't force him to re-roll with your hero point.
Yeah.
I was just thinking she could try it again.
She could.
Oh.
She also could have used a hero point to just close with him and punch him.
Oh yeah. To get rid of the dazed.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that. I'm used to hoarding points because of the other system I play in. You have to hoard points to level up.
Right. Yeah. No, in this case, you don't need to.
Nope.
And then they reset every adventure anyways.
Yeah. You need to use these 3 before 10 o'clock.
I'm gonna hit him again then. Sorry, you said they've reset. Mine freaking blown.
Yep.
In Cypher, I'm just like, give me the points. I'm going to collect all the points and I'm going to level up. Like,
Yep. No, you get 1 hero point at the start of every adventure, and you can gain more, but any that you bank at the end of an adventure are just gone into the ether.
Okay. I think I did that right. I tossed out a hero point.
Yep.
And then, bam! I'll hit you again.
Okay. Do you want to use your ground strike, or did you want to do the foot stomp? Because that can actually hurt him.
Oh. Wait, it hurts him more if I'm within 5 feet. Oh, 5 feet wide by 30 feet long. No, screw that. Yeah, I want foot stomp.
Okay.
Foot stomp.
All right. So,
It's the same DC.
yes, but it's a damage save instead of a fortitude save. And
Oh.
you guys have already given him a fair number of bruises.
Yeah.
So he will attempt a dodge save and fail, so he will have to make a full DC 25 toughness save. And that is a total of 8.
Yes.
Nice.
Good night.
So, Dr. Irons, tell us what happens as you knock the demigod unconscious with your foot stomp.
Gotcha. So she pounds the ground and shockwave permeates around her, and he just like dodges, and then she's like, screw this. Just full stomp, and that spray goes straight at him and just wipes up his body, and he gets planted on the ground.
Nice.
I like it.
Yay.
All right. That takes us to Blackbird,
Oh crap.
who on the one hand would really love to do something to Keone or to Dr. Irons. But on the other hand, she also
He saw
is-
them moving behind him.
yeah,
Yeah, she doesn't feel the same way that Kestrel feels about her.
Yeah.
she does not.
He's in the demigod zone. That's tough.
Tough zone to get out of.
Mhm.
Or she also doesn't know what the ritual is being. She doesn't know why they're moving the statue. She doesn't know what ritual Dr. Clock is doing. I've got choices.
And I am like bobbing and weaving, so it could just look like I'm trying to stay out of.
Yeah. I think she's going to do something really dumb and annoying.
I don't like it.
I like dumb, but not
Annoying. Yeah.
She's going to point the wand at Dr. Irons,
Oh shoot.
blast Dr. Irons with a bolt of eldritch fire.
That sounds like a ranged attack.
It sure is.
Will a 26 redirect it?
No, a 28 is what I rolled to hit.
Ah, boo.
However, I know a 28 will hit Dr. Irons' dodge. Is it?
I don't have a good dodge.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
What's your dodge plus 10?
16.
Yeah. So a 28 will definitely hit you.
Yeah.
However,
But I was about to be like, but my resistances.
yep.
but she doesn't know
So-
that.
No.
Doesn't know that. So tell us what happens as the eldritch fire washes over your body.
I'm just assuming like a purple or a green color is this eldritch fire.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So the blast comes raging out of her stupid stick and completely envelops Carol from toe to head, and you think she's being claimed by this thing. However, she takes a step forward and another step forward, and it's just like, this is annoying, and just wipes the flames away, and they disperse on the ground in front of her.
Very annoying.
Fancy.
Guys, I think I love her.
I know I love her.
I squeeze a little tighter.
I am taking a hero point away from all of you because none of you told me that Soulstorm was in the chat.
I don't know who that is.
I also
That's my bad, Aaron.
don't know who
I'm
that
the only
is.
one you should take a hero point from. I'm the only one who knows who Soulstorm is.
I'm not taking a hero point from anyone, but I'm very annoyed with all of you. Or I guess I'm only annoyed with Alex because again, he's the only one who realizes that I would be happy to see that she was here. Okay, yeah. So Blackbird looks at that and goes and mutters a curse. So happy she wasted her standard action.
Mom with that mouth.
I killed my mother. Crucible.
That tracks.
I'm gonna fly out of the tower, hover up over here, and assess the situation. When I see the situation, I'm gonna look over at Blackbird and say, "I'm gonna show you how we handle witches here in Emerald City." And I'm gonna take this big ass water tower.
Yes.
And I'm going to warp the middle of it so two little arms come out of it and drag her into it with my mystic bindings. Or my magnetic bindings, not mystic bindings.
I'm gonna say, when did you get mystic bindings?
When did this
A
happen?
different M letter.
I'm really upset that you're not reaching into your sack.
He'll do
Oh,
it
that's
late.
fine.
He'll do that later.
I just
After
want to
Does he
shunt
have
her into the
magical
water
Tanuki
tower.
powers?
Tanuki
What was that?
powers.
No, he has a ball sack. A sack filled with balls.
Little
good
metal balls that he
Little-
shoots at people.
yeah. Little metal ball bearings that he shoots at people.
Attempting to penetrate them.
Mhm.
Ugh.
And then he
Aaron-
tends to blow his load and
Yeah.
stops it after.
Okay.
Aaron, I am going to spend a hero point to reroll. I got a 12.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't. I that 12 is not gonna hit her.
A natural 20 will though.
Oh crap! Yeah, well,
Oh,
That's a DC 29 dodge save. Get in my water tower. I want to do the second cool follow-up move.
so that is a 26. So she is hindered and vulnerable,
Awesome.
but not immobilized and defenseless.
And I will spend a hero point to use extra effort. And as she is hindered, sort of struggling against the water tower, I'm going to grow some arms out of the metal bindings that are holding her and punch her in the face a whole bunch of times.
Yes. Maybe we should be the Octa Squad.
And I'm going to call that a magnetic volley. That's going to be the multi-attack first on my attack.
Sure thing.
Or no, I'll go magnetic blast since she's being bound. She's vulnerable. All right, here
Like
we
I
go.
said, wouldn't that make it more sense to do the multi-attack because she's vulnerable?
Yeah, I'm thinking I could do a higher DC manually with the magnetic blast.
Okay.
But I only got a 14 to hit. I don't think that's going to hit.
Well, 14 is going to hit her vulnerable dodge.
Cool. Give me a DC 29 toughness save.
I would prefer not to.
I'd prefer if you didn't either.
Well, I would prefer not to have to, is what I meant to say. That is a 15.
That's a stagger.
That is a stagger and another hit. But so she is hindered, vulnerable, and staggered.
Yeah, and the arms of the water tower are just pummeling her, and you can hear the distinct tink of metal slamming on face.
Not great for her.
I'll teach her for trying to melt my brain last time.
That'll learn you.
I mean,
I don't remember her trying to melt your brain.
she did
yeah,
try.
she just turned me against you guys.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
farted on me. That was her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
you can't do that sort of thing.
she didn't.
Yes, she did.
He's
Right,
not
no,
quite sure what
It
he's
was
in.
it was a stinking poisonous cloud she cast at me.
Right. Yeah. The choking grasp. Right. Okay. Well, that's all awful. I don't like any of that. Lord Sanguine stands
Oh no.
He's just
and-
waiting for mommy and daddy.
and smiles broadly as he looks out towards the gods. He is, however, going to backhand the flying octopus.
Oh no.
Or at least he's going to attempt to.
Come on, let me
I
roll
feel
well.
like the bigger he got, the less coordinated he was. So maybe it'll just be like a big swipe and miss.
We'll see.
Well,
He pulls out a
28
fly
be
swatter. I'm
correct?
leaving.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna come anywhere near me.
Yeah.
And more importantly,
was it?
it's gonna hit his girlfriend.
You can try. You still have to make the hit roll against her.
Will a 25 hit his girlfriend?
Sure will.
Oh Lord.
Whoopsie doodles!
Although not with his full strength because you're limited to power level 11.
But still,
He should have made him hit himself. He just bitch slapped himself.
I think it was funnier to hit her.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
I like that sound.
That is a natural 1 on her toughness save for a total
Oh, no!
of 10 against the DC of 26. Portal, tell us what happens to Black.
He, in all of his kind of arrogance, is like, just gonna backhand well, basically the two of us because of how big his hand is, like we're gnats. But then the portal opens and the hand goes through, and his girlfriend looks up and she gets just the biggest bitch slap from hell.
Please tell me she explodes in a puff of feathers.
It's like, if you've seen the video of Randy Johnson throwing the baseball and making the dove explode, that's what it looks like.
Although, fun fact, that bird did survive. This bird did not survive.
Especially because this bird is going to have a fall.
Survived getting hit by the baseball?
I didn't know if it survived, but
It did.
she's definitely not going to survive after that hit and then the fall afterwards.
Oh yeah, it's not the fall. It's that quick stop at the end.
She's still in the bindings.
Okay.
I'll hold her in place. I'm not gonna let her fall and die.
Yeah.
Why?
She's evil. We're allowed to let her die.
Yeah.
Even
If
doesn't
I
want
want
to
to
kill
stab it,
anybody who's
it's
not a
allowed to
vampire.
die.
Or something? I don't think we need to know anything from her.
Okay, so that was Lord Sanguine's action. Portal.
Whoopsie doodles.
I'm gonna first thing I'm gonna kind of look over to Professor C and say, I don't know necessarily how this works, if we've both got to be touching it or touching each other, or kind of how it works to link us up. But if possible, it might be a good idea for you to put it against him and then stretch your arm as far as possible to get us as far away from him as possible.
I was thinking of that, but I think I also would like to be able to hold on to him because I think he's getting ready to move.
Well,
Yeah.
and doesn't it have to touch his skin?
Well,
You have to
the statue does, but I'm not sure what else needs to touch what. And then I'm going to open a big portal in front of my face. A portal in front of my face. Well, no. A big portal kind of that I can look into that will then go forward over as far as I can to the gods and just say, it's a trap. Stay put. The Stormbreakers have it under control.
They don't know what that is.
They do not.
No.
Well, okay. I like the thought.
And if possible, I'd like to roll persuasion.
You may
I'm
not.
gonna need you guys to pants this vampire.
And then I'm going to go into my redirecting warp again.
All right. Kiana?
Oh shit, it's my turn. Y'all killed all my people.
Oh, and I'm closing that portal over to the gods.
Okay.
I mean, I guess now that I know that they're going to be trying to touch, they're going to be trying to touch the vampire. I should probably keep him relatively distracted towards me. So because both of the Celestial and the Blackbird are gone, right? They're X'd out.
They're down. Yes.
Yeah.
Down for the count.
The demigod is unconscious on the rooftop, and Blackbird is unconscious, wrapped up in parts of the water tower.
So what you're saying is there's nothing I can stab now.
Yeah,
I mean,
can
you could
stab
always
the
try
vampire.
He has 2 eyeballs that can be stabbed very, very well.
You may certainly try it.
Right in the
Well, I'm
Christopher
going-
Lee face.
Well, I'm gonna fly over towards in front, like so that I'm like facing him, hoping that I can keep him distracted from Portal and Professor C behind him.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going.
Bless you.
I'm going to. What am I gonna do? I don't know, but I'm going to use this new power. It seems I have Cone of Cold, which I'm assuming is my ice breath.
Yep.
Yes.
You said you wanted that last time. You had the
I
points. for it.
did. I'm so excited. Haven't gotten to use the other power yet.
I will point out that because it is an area effect, the Cone of Cold is not as damaging as just your icy blast, but
I mean, I'm going more for distraction than
Fair.
damage.
Sure.
But
the Cone of Cold is definitely going to be much more visible and noticeable.
It'll definitely get his attention.
it'll definitely make me more hittable.
Yep.
Like Pete Davidson, I'm pretty hittable. I'm gonna do the Cone of Cold at him. Oh, yikes.
It's an area effect, so it doesn't need to roll to hit.
Oh, okay. 28 is the D28, right?
The DC.
Thank you. You knew what words I meant.
Yeah, so it's a 21, or it's a 21. The 21 is dodge save to only take half damage. He's not going to make that. But so the damage ranks on that, I believe, are 11. Well, it has to be because it's an area effect and your power level 11. He does not need to make a toughness save.
Well, that sucks.
I'm going to guess he has impervious of some kind.
Sure does.
Level 11.
Huh?
To at least level 11.
Mhm.
Which means that his actual toughness has to be at least 22.
Oh, I got something for this guy.
Well, I am trying to just be distracting. So
You are very noticeable, but it does not seem to hurt him.
because I did just see him swat at the teammates that are trying to, basically stop him. So I'm
Yep.
like, hey, no, look at me.
Yep. No, I like it. I'm going to give you a hero point for making yourself a big target.
Because I think you're gonna need it.
Yep. No, I'm gonna die.
Professor Cephalopod.
I'm going to head straight for the small of his back.
Uh-huh.
You know that. No. Shoulder blades.
Yeah, I was about to say like
That place that you can't reach.
Uh-huh.
just not.
I'm heading there.
We're just
Okay.
gonna hang out there.
You should pants him and send him back with his ass hanging out.
And I'm going to grab on to the clothing there
Uh-huh.
and just try to hold on.
Uh-huh.
Whoa!
Essentially what I'm going to try to
Yeah.
I'm going to try to hold on there and try to rip through the clothing there.
Okay.
She's gonna burrow in.
Essentially, I'm going to become a tick.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to require any roll to rip through the clothing.
Mhm.
I mean, it's big, but it's still just cloth.
Mhm.
It's just big cloth.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna. Are you gonna press the statue to him?
As soon as I'm through, I'm just going to press
Okay.
there.
Portal, are you touching the statue?
As long as I'm close enough.
Oh, I
Okay.
could move you like right up.
I was gonna say he kind of
Yeah,
has
I
to
mean,
be because
It's
that's
not-
the only way
it's
he's gonna
not
stay
so much
floating.
up to me.
I'll press portal to it too. He's like his face.
Oh Stop squirming.
All right. So you press the statue to Lord Sanguine's flesh, and as you do so, the statue begins to glow
Okay, cool.
brightly.
Does it get hot?
And as it glows brighter and brighter, there is suddenly such a bright, blinding light that all of you are blinded momentarily.
Oh, cool.
And I think we should take our break here.
Oh no!
Fine.
I hope I get one more turn to attack the vampire. I have such a fun idea.
No.
So we'll see you in a bit.
Yep. Thanks for watching.